This is a spell I did that kept me financially comfortable for life.
I have an Esty Witch. Mine, I bought a spell from her. My person's stepdad died.
And from like looking at the reviews, a lot of you just need therapy.
Today we're going to be taking a look at something that I stumbled upon that I truly can't believe. We're going to be taking a look at Etsy magic. You can now buy spells, curses, candles, and oils online that promise you literal magic, and I don't really know what to think about it. I guess this is what happens when you're on the internet for too long. Maybe I need to take a break. We have a lot to go over that I really can't explain to you. You just have to see it. I guess we'll just start off right here with this clip.
I have an Esty Witch that I deeply trust. Everyone should have one. Mine, I bought a spell from her. My person's stepdad died. They broke no contact and came and spent the night. And now I always think about, like, I might use her again. And if a dad dies, who cares?
So this could be for a number of reasons we'll get into throughout the video, but now people are apparently putting their life choices, events that happen in their lives, their relationships, money, whatever you could think of, in the hands of apparent witches that are selling their spells on Etsy, of all places. And what could I say? Apparently a lot of people are buying it. Let's just take a look at the clip again. Here's the description. For legal reasons, this is a joke. Hashtag Etsy shop, Etsy, Esty Witch, spells, no contact, situationship. Oh, that's gonna come up a lot. The comment sections in any one of these videos is just a huge advertisement for any Etsy shop trying to sell this stuff. For tarot readings, I trust LVX Magic on Etsy. It's insane how accurate she is with the readings. Okay, how do we find trustable Etsy witches? Send it to me. Oh, well, this is definitely different than most of the topics I cover on this channel, but people take this pretty seriously.
Let me tell y'all something. This is a tongue twister, but them Etsy witches, they don't play. More of the story, y'all. I was in no contact with my ex like 4 or 5 years ago, like long gone. And I was like, let me get one of these Etsy witches. Like, I'm trying to see what they on for real. Baby, they don't play. Okay, they get down. They don't play. 2 weeks prior, came back. So this is the sign.
So let's just say that all of the videos we're going to see in this video aren't completely made up to funnel traffic into these Etsy stores and make these people more money. I do like how they attribute what happens in their life to some stranger selling magic on a website. A good portion of these spells and these clips are about relationships, so it must have just been because of this witch, not that the entirety of relationships in general, millennials, Gen Z, anybody under, are just in absolute shambles across the board. Situationships, cheating all over the place, and overall distrust between both genders are rampant right now. Maybe he just came back after a few years because he broke up with his last girlfriend and knew that you'd be really easy to get with, and then he'll be on his way again. Who knows? But yeah, it was definitely that Etsy spell that did it. I know that I'm poking fun at this a lot, and in the end, you could believe whatever you want to believe. But this situation seems eerily similar to psychic mediums that were very popular decades ago. They'd apparently talk to dead relatives for you, but whenever they were challenged, they ended up getting debunked, and now they're not nearly as popular anymore. But this is just the online iteration of it in today's world. Because something that I haven't mentioned in this video is that this is clearly not free. This is very expensive. In the same way you had to pay psychic mediums for their readings as well, you could possibly make the argument for those mediums that maybe their role was to give some closure to somebody even though they were lying to them. Who knows, maybe your dad passed away suddenly and you're distraught, have absolutely no closure, and you can't move on with your life. Maybe those mediums could be something to help you move on and get closure, even if in the back of your mind you don't think it's true. But most of these spells seem to be very malicious and self-centered, very selfish. Money spells, divorce spells, love potions, we're gonna see it all. Trying to change how a person thinks about you through a curse or a spell doesn't seem that nice in my opinion. But let's go a little bit more in depth on this clip. I don't know if she got any backlash for this one because she ended up disabling comments, but there was a reply video that we could look at the comments for this one. I use Mystic Coven Shop, again, just a huge billboard for all of these Etsy shops. Does someone know any witches for protection and success? I paid an Etsy witch for a love binding spell and then a week later got admitted into jail. I kid you not. I'm just gonna leave that comment at that. This is my sign to be an Etsy witch. It's really that simple, apparently. I want one for appearance and money. Ironically, many people want this spell for money that you have to pay for in order to be able to get more money, but I'm gonna venture to guess you're just going to be in the negative at the end of the day. But here we go. Love, light, and tarot. As a witch, be careful with Etsy. There's a lot of scams out there. I try to preach this as much as possible. I've seen so many people get discouraged with spirituality because spells didn't work. Again, you can believe whatever you want to believe, but this is somebody calling out others for being a charlatan and a fake witch, selling a whole bunch of crap online that doesn't work. But then we go over to her page and she does the exact same thing. Love, light, and tarot, Etsy. Here we could take a look at some of the prices. Manifesting oil bundle, $95. Money manifesting oil, $35. So you got to pay $35 to magically get some oil that'll make you money or manifest money. Sorry, it just comes out of nowhere. Temperance balancing oil, enchanted love oil, love reconciliation spell, $66. Spiritual bath, $55. Love manifesting candle, $33. All of the oils being another $35 there. Here's some cleansing love welcome candles, $26. VIP subscription box, $444. Protect your home kit, $88. I mean, look at these prices, man. They're giving Yankee Candle a run for its money. But here we have a whole bunch of the trend meme TikToks crashing out because I paid an Etsy witch $12 to do a spell on him. And now I'm low-key freaking out because what if I messed up? There are tons of these when an Etsy witch spell actually works. How it feels when I pay an Etsy witch to make my ex come back. He actually does, and then I reject him. Going back to this being more of a malicious type of belief or hobby, I don't even know what you would call this. You paid a stranger online to apparently cast a spell on your ex-boyfriend just so you could go and reject him again? What am I even supposed to say? No, for real, I just need him to reach out just so I could reject him. My ego needs it. This is crazy, man. Drop your favorite Etsy witch in the comments. All the dating apps failed me. I'm not saying that the dating apps in general are the best way to find somebody, but in this online world, that's where a majority of people find their partners. And if you're chronically online looking to cast spells on possible other partners, maybe that's the reason why all of the dating apps apparently failed her. Here's some more comments from this clip. Anyone have a glow up and money ones they could recommend? Here's another self-advertising one. Me, get a reading from Aphrodite about it. Never forget the time I paid an Etsy witch $8 for an obsession spell and my ex actually came back and wanted to try again. Then we take a look at the account. Ellie, astrologer / tarot reader. Tarot cards, right? Tarot. What do you know? You go over to her page and then she's got a link where you're supposed to buy her stuff. This is starting to turn into another layer of the grifters, all of the money-making alpha guys that all want you to be in their course, their mentorship, their Discord group, whatever they want to call it. You just got to buy some stuff for them. Maybe a monthly subscription. We're about to see that too. And you'll be just like me, having a big old mansion and driving a Lamborghini and having all these girls. Magically never seems to work out for any of the people who pay for those courses. And I'd venture to guess the same thing for these people.
Hey guys, just want to come on here and ask, like, do you have any like Etsy witch recommendations? Like, if you guys are like, okay, like this witch gets me everything that I want, and it's not like too pricey. It's not like too pricey, but like if need be, if the witch is expensive, I could pay in installments, or like we could all like pull our money together and get it. I'm not gonna tell you what it's for. I won't tell you what it's for. It's for a good cause. So yeah, please like comment down below, and if you like are too scared to comment, just DM me. Just any witches. Just like, and yeah, not telling you what it's for.
So we're going to start pulling out Klarna and Afterpay for these spells. Do you think that this would be classed as a form of doom spending? If people today are having issues just surviving with the high cost of living, rent, mortgages, car payments, you name it, being so expensive, putting a ton of money into spells probably isn't the best financial decision to make. Here we have 850 comments from this clip, tons of advertising and self-advertising riddled throughout. But this is truly how easy it is to become a witch.
You know, I see all these girls saying, I hired an Etsy witch, I hired an Etsy witch. I just became the witch. Pippity boppity boo, you're in love with me now, mother.
The top comment for this video is just how hooked some people are. I'm giving my spell a week or two, and if I don't like what I'm seeing, I might just have to level up. So if that love spell or that money spell didn't end up working soon enough, I guess you're gonna put more money into it until it eventually works. That's a good idea. Here we could get an explanation if spells don't work.
Spells always work. Your spell did not fail, but this is how it could have went wrong. In the sense that you did it and it might have manifested, but not in the way you wanted to, not in the intensity you'd like. So it could have been blocked by their spirit guides or by external spell work affecting yours. Or you need to up the intensity because the spell you did was not strong enough. It's not that it didn't work.
It's not that it didn't work, it wasn't intense. You didn't pay enough for the roided up spell. You need a big strong one, duh. It'll always work, you probably just didn't realize it. It's crazy just to see this from the outside. It just looks like a whole bunch of grifters in the same way that all the course sellers scam people into thinking they're going to be rich and just as cool as them. All you need to do is drop a ton of money on all of these spells and oils and candles and you'll have everything you want in life.
First of the month spell, as usual. Make sure you do it on the 1st of the month. Take some cinnamon in your hand, doesn't matter if it's your left or your right, and blow it inside your house. So you're standing outside, you are blowing the cinnamon in. And as you blow, you say, cinnamon, blow, abundance, flow.
So when I initially saw this and the text, first of the month spell, something you have to do every month, almost like a reoccurring payment, like a subscription, but this person who seems like she truly believes was just showing you didn't have to spend any money, you had to do something with cinnamon. Again, you could believe whatever you want to believe. If it works for you, that's fine. We do not offer readings or spells by message nor follow anyone. Don't get scammed. So I was like, all right, whatever. Seems like it's pretty harmless. But then we go over to her page with 158,000 followers, and she's got a website linked, and you go to the website. Please note that orders are dispatched on a 2-weekly basis. Is that every other week? Doesn't matter. However, she does the exact same thing and sells all of the same stuff written by her. So you think you're a witch for $13. I guess you could read her book and find out if you're just like her. Ready-made spells for only £6. I guess that's cheaper than the $35 oil we saw previously. Coven Services spell casting for £125. Last but not least, we have the online Coven monthly membership payment. Almost like it's a mentor group with all of the other business and money-making guys. So even some of the people that I thought were pretty harmless doing whatever they want to do, in the end are still trying to sell you something like almost everybody is online. Alright, sorry for the butt in, but you know I had to go on Etsy to look it up for myself, so I just put in the search bar spells and we have 1,000+ items. I just wanted to go over some of them with you guys. On the very top, most loved, Obsession Love Spell, 28 euros. I don't know why everything is in euros on this page for some reason. I'm not in Europe. I'm in the US, but the euros and dollars are pretty close right now, at least at time of recording. Another love spell, Love Binding Ritual for 31. Rebuild and renew love, a lot of love, $18. Self-commitment spell for Obsession. Obsession Love Binding, sorry, 14. Powerful Money and Success spell. Wealth and Abundance. Same day casting, get it right away for $12. Fix Love and Bring X Back. There's one of them. I mean, look at how long these titles are. End Emotional Burnout, 26. Blood Spell, Ancient and Unique Spell, period. Extra Power Love Spell, period. 10xx Effective Spell, Real Magic for 483 euros. Divorce Spell, 137 euros. You know, you could actually just go and get divorced. You don't need a spell for that. But again, you could see how malicious they are. I mean, isn't that the devil on the screen right there, the goat? Extreme Contact Me Now spell. It's 75% off, all the way from 15 down to $4 or 4 euros. I guess not doing too well. Look at how long every one of these titles are. Tons of them for very cheap. Look at this. Powerful Money Spell. Powerful Money Spell, Wealth, Become Rich spell with Wish spell, unlimited opportunities, win lottery, same day casting, fast results. All one sentence. So we'll win the lottery same day if we just give this person £2. I feel like that's a pretty good deal. I feel like everybody in the country could probably scrounge up $2. We'd all win the lottery tomorrow, guys. I mean, it goes on and on. Tons of Come Back to Me, Strong Wish, Love spells, Powerful Lottery spell. This one's $120, a lot more than the $2 one. Voodoo Ultimate spell here. Isn't that the bird from the Hunger Games? Or it looks pretty similar. There's no way this could be good for your mental health if you're really into this. If we go to price high to low, it gets pretty disturbing for almost $50,000, or probably a little bit more after the conversion. Packed with the Pantheon of Hell, 72 lords of Hell Ritual. What am I even looking at right now? I don't even want to see this. Only 3 left and 3 in carts. So this person could potentially be making $150,000. I mean, there's a same day Persian spell, another 50 grand black magic enchanted citrine pyramid. I don't know how to say that. Another 50 grand demon sculpture. I should honestly just stop this. This is pretty disturbing, actually. Whether you're religious or not, any type of sect that you believe in, whatever, really doesn't matter. I don't think being very into whatever's happening here is good for your mental state at all. Now, I know for all of this video, it seems like it's been 100% women, but we do have some guys doing the exact same thing.
This is the spell I did that kept me financially comfortable for life. My name is Lion. I own the Open Eye Mystic Shop in Clovis, California, and I talk about magic, mysticism, spiritual growth, and the like.
Okay, again, not my cup of tea, but apparently he's got a spell for all of us to be rich forever. And what do you know? You go onto his page and another link tree for you to buy stuff from him. It's just the same thing over and over again. A ton of self-advertisement. This next clip is even hard to watch for me.
Hey guys, so please don't mind me. Today was definitely a lazy day, so I kind of look a bum, but that's fine. Moving on. I'm telling y'all, if y'all are not shopping with me, what are you actually doing? What are you doing? What? Because you most definitely need to. Listen, I have a lot of confidence in my craft and what I sell on my Etsy for my metaphysical witchy shop. And I just seen this review today and I am just so happy. Let me pull it up on the screen. Hold on. Like, literally, first of all, congratulations on getting the freaking work bonus. Get your shmoney, girl.
All right, we're punching out on that one. I'm like a third of the way through, but I can't listen to any more. Money Spell Jar Necklace was the reason why she got a bonus and made a whole bunch more money, I guess. Not that she was working hard or possibly a placebo effect from buying one of these things. It was 100% from one of these Etsy spells. One of the comments here, girls, remember, the only thing that kills magic is doubt. It's getting kind of close to the gambling addict's thought process of just keep putting more money in. You're gonna win eventually. You're getting so close to hitting the jackpot, and then they end up going broke and ruining their lives. Here we have a comment from another Esty Witch that at least does make a fair point in what I think would help a lot of people doing this.
Okay, so I'm not like trying to be a dick, but like I've come to notice that there are some people who serially purchase spell work on Etsy. And from like looking at the reviews, a lot of you just need therapy. Oh, you were the 5 stars because someone took the time to listen to you. From a witch, please stop spending money on Etsy on spell work. Just talk to somebody.
I feel like this could be one of the consequences of being chronically online. You get very deep into odd portions of the internet you've never seen before. And if almost every waking moment of your life is on the computer screen or on your phone, you get pretty detached from reality. Seems like a lot of these people just need some help, somebody to talk to, some sort of therapy, instead of putting all of their hopes and dreams into some random stranger that's apparently going to grant you all of these wishes for a price. Now we're going to finish off this video with a little lighthearted one, especially in today's world with how difficult it is. Maybe this one does have some merit.
I don't know about y'all, but I am this close to doing one of these. $12? I'm right there. Hanging on by a thread, guys.
Job market's in shambles. $12 seems like a small price to pay to hopefully land a job. But with all the jokes and everything that I made, I'll say it over and over again. If you really want to believe this kind of stuff, I'm not going to stop you. As an outsider looking in, it looks like a lot of grifters trying to siphon money out of people who are pretty desperate, most likely down on their luck, whether it be their relationship or their financial problems. In the same way that all the alpha gurus who talk to the kids who are probably out of shape, not that good with girls, haven't really had a relationship or too much money, and all you got to do is pay hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands of dollars to this person that you watch their podcast and see their clips online. You could be just like them. You'll have a whole bunch of Lamborghinis and a super yacht and be jacked. And in the end, it just leaves you financially broke. Especially from what we've been seeing over the past few years, and the future of the economy doesn't look too good. I'd probably be saving as much money as humanly possible right now. Putting all your wishes into some spell online that I guess they're just sending you with free shipping most likely isn't the best decision to make in your life. But that's all I got for you guys today. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. YouTube thinks you'll like this video popping up on screen right now, but hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like, and I'll talk to you guys later.